All right. The 12011 class at night asked me to give them some extra problems when we went over this. So that's why I did this. And I sent it to all of you so you could have these extra problems. That's why I did it. You're welcome, Miss Dennis.
Thank you.
All right. So let's do one of those. I'm going to do one. Let's do that first one right there. The first one, number 1. So I'm going to write it down because I know half of y'all didn't print it out. So let's go ahead and do number 1. Write it down, and I'm going to do it on the spreadsheet. (10 to 14, 15 to 19, 20 to 24, and 25 to 29, and 30 to 34.
Okay.
Miss Dennis, you working today?
Yeah, I texted you and told you.
Yeah, that's right. You in the conference room.
I'm the only
You're not in the closet.
Yeah, I am.
You are?
Mm-hmm.
Well, you keep switching. I keep thinking you're in another room. Uh-oh, somebody gonna get you.
That's my boss.
Uh-oh, she gonna fire you. All right.
Not today.
Not today. Well, let me tell her some stories and maybe she'll fire you.
Teach
I'm
the
gonna tell her
class.
some stories.
The class.
She owes me a hamburger.
Well, I'll make sure she pays up then.
Yeah, because she thought she knew more than I did. And I told her. All right. I showed her. All right. So here we go. Let's do our handy dandy spreadsheet. And let me go ahead and tell you this. You can always go to the 12011 class and the 12010 class and pick up all this information. If I don't record, you can go to those 2 classes and pick up all the information that I may have not recorded. All right, so always remember that. All right, here we go. So lower class limit, upper class limit, lower class limit, upper class limit, and frequency. And I'm going to go ahead and do relative frequency. And lower class limits are 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And going back up, 14, 19, 24, 29, and 34. Frequency, 4, 8, 5, 2, 1. So somebody tell me what N is.
N?
It's 20.
What is
20.
N? 20.
Where'd that come from?
Now, don't you dare ask me that.
Oh, God.
What are you supposed to do with all the numbers with the head count?
Oh, add them to 10. I'm sorry.
See, you know that before you even ask. That's okay, Miss Dennis.
Rest today.
So,
All right. I
and
understand you drink too much. We understand. All right. So I'm going to divide 4 by what? How do you find the relative frequency?
4 divided by 20.
There you go. And I'm going to copy those down. Well, I got to lock it. Hold on, let me lock it. And that's only for people that understand what I'm doing on Excel. Okay, and copy that down, and there are your frequency, relative frequencies. That's wrong. Hold on a second. Why did it do that? It's not supposed to do that. Hold on a second. Divided by that, and alternate F4, and copy that down. Okay, for some reason, this thing's not doing what I'm supposed to. Well, I'm just going to do this. I use alternate F4 all the time. I don't know why all of a sudden it's not working. Y'all check my answers. It should be your. And if you wanted to make it a percentage, you just hit the percent button, and there are your percentages. So take the hit button again. I'll change it. Well, I'm going to leave it like that. All right. So what do we do next? Well, we've got to find our class boundary.
Hold on. So with each frequency number, 4, 8, 5, 2, and 1, we divide that number by the answer we got when we added 10 to the LCL,
That's how you
right?
find the relative frequency, yes.
Okay.
You do that for each one. Okay, class boundary. Always look at those first two numbers. I highlight them for you. And that's going to be equal to 15 minus 10. So now our class boundary is 5. So I'm going to go down here, and I'm going to call this class boundary. Width, I'm sorry.
Isn't that class width?
I knew somebody to say that right after I found it. Class width, yes. So everybody on 3, I need everybody on 3 said, I thought that was class width. 1, 2, 3, say it.
1, 2, 3.
I thought that was the class width. You're supposed to say over you. All right, so what number comes before 10?
9.5.
So I'm going to add a 0.5 to it, and that's 9.5. Now, what am I going to add to 9.5? What am I going to add to 9.5? Yes, class width, yes. And what am I going to add to 14.5?
5.
5. Hold on a second. My mouse is not working. Equals this plus this. And what am I going to add to 19.5?
5.
That's why you do the class width first. What am I going to add to 24.5? 5. And I'm going to do the last one because what comes after 34?
35.
5.
34 point what?
5.
5.
And you can't use a whole number. 35 does come after, but you can't use a whole number because whole numbers are here and you got to go to tenths because I told you that right here with these notes. We have whole numbers. Your class boundaries have to be in the tenths. So everything has got to be 0.5 with most of these that are whole numbers. That's why I wrote that down for you. Okay. All right, let's do the midpoints.
Oh my gosh, I still wanted to.
What?
Nothing.
Okay, somebody tell me how I find my midpoints.
You add
Add what?
10 plus
14, good.
and divide it by 2.
Good job. Why is everything moving? Divided by 2. And now I'm going to add 5 to those. Equals 12 plus 5. And there's an easier way to do this, but I'm trying to show you how to do it by hand. So equals 17 plus what? 5 equals 22 plus what? Plus 5. And how do you know when to stop? When you get in the middle of 30 and 34? That's what midpoints are. It's the middle of two numbers. 32. And that's it. There's your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 things I asked for.
Oh, gosh.
Heaven forbid I ask y'all to do something, right? I should just give everybody an A for the Unit 1 test just for showing up, right?
You should. My eyes hurt. Give us all a.
Yeah, and that way you go out in the real world, you know, you just get slammed.
We won't be doing this.
You won't?
No, things will change before you know.
Things will change. Yeah, that's right. Things are going to change. Shut up, Hubert. Shut up. All right. I need to keep my mouth shut. All right. So let's go with, let's see, where am I? I think we let off. It's probably time. Yeah, it's time to go. I figured it would be. All right. So we did not finish. We did not finish. Where were we at on the last set of notes?
We were at 2.2, slide 37.
Okay. 2.3. Let me see 2.3 right quick before y'all leave. Instructor settings 2.3. I want to see what 2.3 actually, because I think 2.3 is not very, I don't think it's very complicated. Yeah, that's it. We just went over it. Relative frequency, there it is. I meant frequency. Relative frequency. Relative frequency. I'm not worried about a Pareto chart. Wait a minute, that's 2.1. I hate when they do that. 2.3. Let me go to 2.3 right quick. Okay, 2.3 I think is right there. Oh, this is, okay. That's not a big deal. 2.3 is not a big deal. In fact, it's not that long. It's just misrepresentation, which leads people, it's called, you know what misrepresentation is? Misinformation. Misinformation. Some of y'all might have heard that. Misinformation. Same thing as misrepresentation. It's when you put information out there because it's the information that you want. Okay, that's what 2.3 is about. Is that good or bad?
Bad.
It's bad. And what's the only way to fight misrepresentation or misinformation? Knowledge is what? Power. So the only way to fight misrepresentation is to read and to be knowledgeable about that area. So that's all 2.3 is. So here's your homework. I want you to read 2.3 because that's all it is. There's no math involved. Now, this is what you should have done by Monday. You should be up to 2.3 as far as reading and as far as homework. I will take questions Monday on 2.1 through 2.3. I mean, yeah, because chapter 1, y'all have had plenty of time to send questions in on chapter 1. If you haven't done it yet, then you've procrastinated, and I'm not going to enable you by doing questions when you procrastinated. So if you have questions on chapter 1, then you send them to me and we'll go over them outside of class. Okay?
Okay, so
right now you are responsible for chapter 1 homework and chapter 2 homework and questions sent to me in chapter 2 by Monday. If I don't receive any questions from chapter 2, what am I going to assume?
we don't have a question.
That you know it. And I'm going to go on to chapter 3, which makes up 80% of your test. Capiche? Everybody have a good weekend. If you need any extra information, go to the Math 12010 and 12011 videos, and you might can pick up some more information there if you need more help on frequency distributions, because I know I've covered them in there. I think I've covered them in here. Y'all just acting like y'all never seen them before. All right. Y'all have a good weekend and leave as you see fit. I'm going to turn off the recording now.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you.